TV Newswatch 7 breaking news update.
And we are following breaking news at this hour, the shooting death of a little girl. I'm Rob McCartney.
And I'm Brandy Peterson. The family of 5-year-old Payton Benson just about to hold a news conference. Again, Payton, the little girl, shot and killed by a stray bullet fired more than a block away from her home near 45th and Bedford Wednesday morning.
You see the family is now filing into the news conference area. This is at Workforce Development, if I understand, near 57th and Ames is where they're having this news conference.
We know Payton's mom is there, Tabitha Manning, as well as several members of the community, Ben Gray, Freddie Gray. Let's listen in.
Waiting for the dad is going to be here. He's on his way. We'll go ahead and get started, but he's on his way here.
And front and bring him right back.
Okay.
It's up to Ben.
Let's start. When y'all are ready, let us know.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. We're going to start. First, Tabitha wants to say a few thank yous and a couple of other things. I want to announce a memorial fund that's set up, and then Tabitha wants to make a few statements, and then we'll take any questions that you all might have. You can go ahead and start, babe.
Okay. We need to thank everyone has come together so well on this. There's so much love and support in the community. The chief of police and the police department for their efforts. The mayor, special thanks to my job. Gallup, love you guys, miss you. Hugs all day. Just everyone's come out to support our family in this, and the only thing we take when we leave is love, and my daughter is definitely getting a lot of that from the community right now.
We wanted to also announce that there is a memorial fund set up, and the memorial fund is Payton, I'm losing my thought, Payton Benson Memorial Fund. It's the Payton Benson Memorial Fund, and it's at the American National Bank. So any American National Bank in the community will take any donations for Payton's Memorial Fund, and this is to help offset some of the costs that for the expenses that are coming up. So we hope that you will get that information out. There have been a number of people that have called and asked us about, where can they donate or where can they make contributions. We would appreciate it very much if they would make their contributions and donations to the American National Bank, and any American National Bank they can go to.
Okay. I would like to ask the community to help me in forgiving the people that are responsible for this. I don't want any retaliation, no anger. We need to love everyone, and this needs to end for the safety of everyone. This is not fair.
As you all know, and Tabitha's going to have some good and bad days, as is the rest of the family. But we're not asking. We're asking that there not be any retaliation. We're asking that we allow the police department and all of the law enforcement organizations involved to do their job. We, like everyone else, want to see justice done, but we don't want to see it done in any way other than what is lawful and what is legal. So those are the things that we're asking for today, and we're asking the community not to reach out in anger in any fashion, but let's be supportive and let's learn from what has occurred, and let's build our community. We've started that process. Let's continue to build our community. Oh, and we've got a whole bunch of family members here, but I'd also like to thank John Ewing, our Douglas County Treasurer, who's also part of the family. I'd like to thank Senator Council, who is also here, and my colleague, Council President Pete Festerson is here, and if you would like, at some point, Pete, we'll have some comments to make, and I would have some additional ones maybe as well, but I wanted to acknowledge them especially for being here today, as well as all of the family members that you see behind us. And there's probably 3 times as many family members as you see here right now, and some of them are still en route. But our family is very grateful for the outpouring of support in the community, and we just wanted to thank everyone, and we'll take any questions that you all might have.
Why was the first thing you mentioned, you don't want any retaliation? Why was that,
Because I want my daughter's memory to be love, not hate.
Talk about that Aaron Murray with Channel 6. Can you just tell us more about Payton?
You can do that all day long.
Oh my gosh, she was so adorable. She had the softest voice. She almost sounded like she was whispering every time she said something. She was always so happy, smiling. She just follow you around and smile at you all day. And she loved makeup, and oh my God, I'm gonna miss her. She was, her brothers are really going to be hurt by this. I don't even know what to say.
What kind of message or thoughts, and anybody can feel free to answer this, but to people who, she was hit, innocent victim, drive-by shooting, this happens very often, not just here in Omaha, but everywhere. Is there any message that you like to say to those that may are watching?
Put your guns down. I'd like to invite the people that are responsible for this to come forward and I'd like to forgive you personally so that I can let it go and so that the family can let it go and try to move through this together as a whole.
What were some of the favorite things that Payton liked to do?
She'd like to play Barbies.
Come on, Marvin.
She loved to look up to everybody. All the girls, she would always follow them around everywhere.
She loved to play zombie.
She loved getting her hair done. That's for sure.
At points, she would be the girliest person, and then at other points, she would be one of the guys.
Yeah.
That's my baby.
Marvin, what's on your mind?
I just want my baby back, but that's it.
How do you guys walk through this with your other kids?
How did we break it to them? My 4-year-old actually told the oldest 2 before I had a chance to. And they told me that he was lying. They told me what he said, and they said, "Mommy, he's lying." And I had to tell him, no, he's not. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
The 4-year-old saw the whole thing happen, and he's going to need some help. He's going to need some help, and he's going to need some support. And he's got that with this family. Yes. So we're going to
with the community as well.
And with the community.
I'm sorry, I didn't identify myself. My name is Lee. I'm with Fox 42. What's most important to all of you in getting through this, mourning?
I don't want to mourn. I want to celebrate her life.
Yeah, that's right.
I really do. I'd like to get the community involved and have a celebration of life for my daughter where everyone can come and meet the family. We'll have pictures, balloons, bring a dish. We'll have more details later, hopefully, on that. But I would really like it to just come give me a hug. And then the rest of the family, too. But it would really be nice.
Did Payton ever talk about her dreams?
She wanted to go to school. She was so excited to go to school. Yeah.
this fall she would have?
Yeah. She was packing her bag every day. Shoes, peanut butter with a spoon.
Was she in preschool?
No.
Adrian Whitsett with KETV. We heard a lot yesterday from community members with Empowerment Network about how they came to the hospital. They tried to be extremely supportive of you guys yesterday at the house. Can you just talk about some of that community support?
Ben?
You know, I've spent more time in hospitals than I care to think about sometimes, but and this one was certainly nothing close to anything that you would describe as a picnic. But the community, I would especially like to thank, you know, my former colleagues at Impact One. They have always done a tremendous job in this community. I don't know if people recognize how hard or how long the hours are for the members of Impact One, but, you know, I wanted to thank them personally for their involvement. I wanted to thank Willie Barney, you know, with the Empowerment Network for being there. A number of elected officials stopped by. A good number of ministers and pastors stopped by. And Creighton University Medical Center was very thankful. I mean, was very much involved and supportive and helpful. And we'd like to thank Creighton University as well for their support. The rescue squad personnel, you know, the fire department, you know, all of those people who play a valuable service in this community came out and responded like champions. And they need to be recognized and honored for the work that they've done and the work that they continue to do in our community. And their support for this family was overwhelming. And it'll never be forgotten by any of us.
Amen. Where do we go from here? Can this community use Payton's death as a jumping off point? Can we get everyone together?
Adrian, nobody's going to turn us around. That's not going to happen. This community is going to move forward. This family is going to move forward. Nothing's going to turn us around. We have started to build North Omaha back. We're going to continue. This family has suffered a loss, but we're going to continue. The best way to honor Payton, the best way to honor this family is to continue to build on this community. We have started down that road. We're going to stay on that road. We're going to continue the investments in this community. We're going to continue the support of this family. This family is going to grow and stay together, and we are going to make things happen in the name of Payton.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Do you have any comment or thoughts about how these kinds of shootings negatively affect the community, more specifically, not North Omaha, but just the Omaha morale?
I have no idea what you're
I have the comment that I would make about that is that, you know, we opened the Walmart yesterday. I experienced the highest of highs and the lowest of lows in less than 2 hours. But as far as, you know, what we do in this community, like I said, we're going to continue to build, and we're going to continue to move forward. I don't want to dwell on the negative. And the other thing that I will say is that better than 90% of the folks in North Omaha take care of business and take care of their families just like everybody else in every part of this city. 90% of the children in this community take care of themselves and take care and do the right thing when they're in the classroom and when they're on the street. We got to focus on the 90% that are taking care of business and doing the right thing and stop focusing on the 5 or 10% that act like idiots.
Right. Ben, maybe you're Brian Omaha Herald. Have you gotten any update on the police investigation?
I've gotten some updates, but I would prefer for those updates to come from the police department.
I think we've covered everything.
Are you confident?
We're very confident. We're very confident. We're confident that justice is going to be served, but we're also confident that we're not going to hate. We're not going to hate.
there anyone who would like to say anything who has not spoken? Yeah, I saw you raising your hand. I'm sorry.
Yes.
This is not fair. Other people are dying. Not fair at all.
That's right. Tell them,
That's L-A capital T-R-E-L-L-E. Benson.
Age?
He is 6.
6 years old? Is that Peyton's brother?
Yes.
And you mentioned a 4-year-old.
The young lady is the sister and the brother. Let them know who everybody is.
Xavier for Xavier. And that's Victoria. She is also a sister, a sibling.
V-I-C-T-O-R.
V-I-K-T-O-I-A.
And your
I'm the sister.
So all siblings.
Yeah.
All siblings. And how old are you, Victoria?
10.
10, 6,
8.
There's that one in there.
8. Isaiah.
This is Isaiah.
I-S-A-Y-A-H.
And you can sit at your dad.
I-S-A-Y-A-H.
You tell them.
Yes.
I heard, what is it that you call all your kids? I heard you have a nickname for them.
This is Ziggy. We lost mamas. We got Trelly. That's my Miss Vicky. And that's Mr. X. He's unknown.
Fab Five?
Yes, my Fab Five. Yes.
I have one.
You heard that. That's right.
Yeah, the Jake Lukowski with Channel 3. The events of yesterday of what happened.
I think we want to ask Pete one day. Some other comments.
I'll just I'll give a comment and we'll see if I think we're nearing the completion of what we're going to do today. But I'll just say I'm here as a friend and a parent and president of the city council, and here as a friend to the Grays and now the Bensons. And let me just say how much I admire the strength and grace they're showing here today, especially Tabitha. It's a remarkable and remarkable sign of the community too, I think. And as a parent, my heart aches as well. I have 2 little girls, 11 and 8, and I can only imagine the feelings we're going through right now, and it's unacceptable this happens in our community, and it's something that has to stop. And as City Council President, I would renew the call to put down the guns and to come to law enforcement, tell us what you know about this incident, tell us what you know about all incidents of violence in this community. We need your help to make a difference here, to solve these problems. And I know Councilman Gray, who's Vice President of the Council, and myself as President have plans to address this situation, and our resolve has only redoubled at this point. And no, we'll do that from the city's perspective and from law enforcement's perspective, but we need the community to help.
Yes.
And as Ben mentioned, yesterday was a day of great contradiction. I was with him most of the day, and we had great pride in the progress we're making with the 300 new jobs and the opening of the Walmart. But as he said, just hours later and blocks away, we had the lowest of lows occur, and a sign of how much more work we have to do. But I know we're resolved to do that. So I just wanted to be here in support of them and in support of the family, and appreciate them being here.
Marvin, Tabitha, can you give a message to parents tonight?
I would never be able to imagine how this feels if I hadn't gone through it myself. If it ever, and I hope it never happens to anyone else, but just embrace your family and your community and reach out for support, because it is there when you do need it.
Same thing. I mean, hug your kids a little bit more. I would
put it down.
Give anything. Yell at my daughter again for something stupid. Anything. I mean, last time I seen her, she told me she had like the best time. That was cool. but I needed more time.
Stop hitting each other. Do you have something to say, Xavier? Okay, put the microphone.
I think that's what we wanted to accomplish today.
I like to say that my mom's here with me.
John. She's over there. Your mom?
My mom, Linda Stern, she's here with us, supporting us. Tabitha's dad, Greg, is right there. And thanks. Sorry we had to be here.
If you all don't mind, when John makes his comments, I think we'll be done. If you all don't mind, appreciate you all being here too, and we appreciate the media and all of the support that you have given and the hard work that you all have put in to try and address this as well.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to echo what Pete and Ben talked about yesterday, being a very exciting day with the opening of Walmart, but then certainly one of the most difficult days that I've experienced, and I worked in law enforcement for almost 25 years, to have Payton's life just snatched away for no reason whatsoever. And also I want to just make sure everybody really understands the respect I have for Ben and Freddie Gray and this family today. I'm Freddie's cousin, so I'm pretty proud of that, but the bottom line is I have never seen anybody handle something this difficult with so much grace and so much integrity. I've never seen anybody work as hard as Ben and Freddie have, and that means, Ben, that the family is involved in that too, for the North Omaha community and all the things that Ben has done as a member of the City Council to advocate for jobs and education and opportunities for our young people. As they said, and with all the things that Freddie did with the school board as well, advocating for education, we will not turn around. We will not stop fighting and working to build this community. Yesterday I went home and I just had to get away. But I'm back today, and we're all back, and we're going to keep working. I just want to thank the community for supporting this family and for showing how much you care, and let you know, community, we're back. And then putting on my law enforcement hat.
That's right.
There were 3 people that were shooting, and we know at least 2 of them should be coming forward to talk about who fired the shot.
That's right.
And so I would just encourage them to come forward. And even the individual that was being chased knows who was chasing him.
Yeah.
And I would ask him to have the courage to come forward as well, so that this family can have closure and they can have justice. And as the family talked about, we certainly don't want any retaliation. We want the system to work for this family, and we want people in this community to come forward and support this family by doing the right thing, because that's the way to honor Payton's life, is to do the right thing.
Yes.
So thank you, and God bless you all.
Yes, thank you, man.
Thank you all.
Nope, we're done. Come on, baby.
Good job, baby.
Did you see another hug there for Tabitha from Ben Gray right there, also John Ewing, the family speaking, and also community leaders speaking about the death of Payton Benson, the shooting death of the 5-year-old girl yesterday morning.
Yeah, one of the first things Mom said through tears was, of course, how much she loved her daughter, but please, no anger, no retaliation. The violence needs to stop for the safety of everyone, and she pleads with everyone, put down your guns.
That's right. She says she wants her daughter's memory to be one of love, not of hate. Also, they pointed out that their 4-year-old son was there also and witnessed everything that happened, and that he is going to need some help, support from the family and from the community, and is expected to get that. As we heard John Ewing say at the very end there, though, they know that 3 people were involved with the shooting, and they expect 2 of them to be coming forward with information, and then also the person who was being chased to also be coming forward with information, and everybody is confident they will be able to resolve this.
That's right. Any new details we get, we'll have tonight at 5 and 6, and of course online at KETV.com. We're also hoping to learn a little bit more about that fund that Ben Gray mentioned. A lot of offers for financial help and donations coming forward. We're trying to figure out where exactly that fund is being established. As soon as we find that out, we're going to have more information. There's also a prayer vigil that they're hosting to bring everybody together. As Tabitha Manning said, she really wants to make this a celebration of her little girl's life and to not dwell on the negative.
And I heard Payton's dad say also that hug your kids a little bit more tonight because you never know when this is going to happen. Again, we want to mention Omaha Crime Stoppers is offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to the arrest in the Payton Benson case.
Here's another look at the vehicle. Well, that's little Payton. Crime Stoppers info 402-444-STOP. We want to give you another look at that vehicle involved. Again, John Ewing saying they know there are 3 suspects involved. They believe 2 are hopefully coming forward. Another person possibly being chased. If you know anyone, any of the people in this photograph or anyone possibly involved, call police.
And the phrase that keeps going around, went around yesterday from the mayor and then also again today, is do the right thing. If you were involved with this or saw something, do the right thing and come forward. And with Crime Stoppers, of course, you can remain anonymous. Now, if you have missed part of this afternoon's news conference or would like to watch it again, look for it on KETV.com later today.
Remember, you